Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I think I found a really weird list today. We're playing Wildfire, Control, and Tron. It's very weird. This comes to us from Pauper Player LiFi, who got a 3-2, which really should have been a 5-0 because he timed out in Game 3 in a couple of matches. So we're just going to essentially steal his list, make two changes, and run it through a league to see if Wildfire and Tron is something that we really want to do. So if you're not familiar with cleansing Wildfire, it says destroy target land. Its controller may search for their library for a basic, put it on the battlefield tap, then shuffle, draw a card. So we're pairing that with 8 bridges. These bridges are the artifact lands. They're indestructible and at the battlefield tapped. So you can target the indestructible land and ramp yourself, or you can use the Wildfire as a strip mine. Or like if they don't have any basics, it's just destroy your land, draw a card, which is pretty good. Now the Tron lands, when we get them out with our expedition maps, provide a bunch of mana advantage. We also have energy refractor for searching up or for filtering all of our Tron colored sources. And then I made 2 changes here, or 1 change. I'm just going to be playing Bojuka Bog in the main over to Cautious Dig site. I think that the Bojuka Bog has more use throughout the entire meta. So for the rest of the list, we're playing 4 maps, no crops here, 1 ephemerate, 1 flicker for the flicker effects, and then LiFi was playing Memory Lapse over Unwind, but I think the Unwind is just better. And then we're playing 1 Prohibit for Impulse. And then his idea here was to play 2 Moments Peace and 1 Tangle. And I believe it's because 1 Tangle essentially prevents 2 combat steps. Maybe that's just as good as 4 Moments Peace. I don't know. We're going to go for this and see how it goes. 1 Compulsive Research as an alternative win condition. 1 Flicker, 1 Pulse Marasa. This is our recursion engine. Then we have Mystical Teachings, of course, Moldrifter. Instead of playing the Mnemonic Wall, he's playing Ardent Elementalist because it can be cast off all 8 of these lands. I think that makes sense, just because you're so heavy on these red sources. And then 1 Din Horror for locking out the game. Over here in the sideboard, we have a bunch of cards. 4 Blue Blast, 1 Dispel, 4 Red Blast, 1 Gorilla Shaman, 1 Lightning Bolt, 1 Ancient Grudge, and then Fangren and a Weather the Storm. We're also playing 1 Breath Weapon in the sideboard since it's not in the main deck. The Breath Weapon, I said, was not in the main deck just because of the Ardent Elementalists. So we'll see how all of that works out. It's a pretty wild list. I have not played Control Tron in a wee bit, but I think I want to play something that's kind of weird and fun, and we'll see if this works out. So if you're interested in checking out more of this content or supporting me, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/CaliKais. Also, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment on how you think this list worked out. In the last couple of videos, I had some audio issues, and I think it was a driver problem, so I installed some new drivers. Let me know if this is working better, and we will see you in the matches. Here we are in round 1. We have the turn 2 Wildfire, so I'm totally going to keep this one. We can search up the forest and have our Teamer lands online. And then we can Weather the Storm. We don't have a white source for the Ephemerate off the Moldrifter, though. Go ahead and play out the Silver Bluff Bridge first. We have the white source now off the Energy Refractor. But we have to have 5 mana to go Drifter Ephemerate. So our opponent is on Burn. They lead on Swift Spear into Reckless Impulse. They find Kiln Fiend. Okay. That's not great. Play Mutagenic Growth. So we're looking for a fog effect, basically. Another bridge. We're going to go Tower. Wildfire this. Say yes. Grab the Forest. Draw a card. We draw a Power Plant. So we can play the Power Plant and hold up Weather the Storm. Kiln Fiend is really scary. But we do have a lot of Blue Blast post board. And the Lightning Bolt. power plant into refractor. Looking for a fog still. Just a refractor. Alright, we're going to pass. I think we'll probably play out the Silver Bluff Bridge next turn. I'm going to yield until here to make them think we have nothing. As long as they don't have a Battle Rage here, then our Weather the Storm can buy us a turn. They go for the Ancestral Anger. That's 5, 6, 7 damage. And I'm expecting them to just slam a Battle Rage and me to lose. A Mutagenic Growth. So that's plus 4 damage. Now we have to, I think, 8. This is 13, so we have to Weather the Storm now. Pass the turn. If they have nothing else, we'll go to 9. If they have Battle Rage, we're just dead. The Weather the Storm's going to resolve, and then I expect they'll just fire off a Battle Rage and kill us. Mutagenic Growth is plus 3, 4, 5, 6. That puts us to 3. Okay, congratulations, you got it. So now we know we want these cards. Lightning Bolt. Don't want the Dinnerova Horror or the Unwind or the Prohibit. Penguin Marauder's not good enough. The Bojuka Bog's not very good. We could maybe bring in the Dispel, but I don't think so. Could cut the Ephemerate. We could maybe cut the Bojuka Bog on the draw. Breath Weapon. Breath Weapon can kill some stuff. So we kind of have to kill this, get rid of some slow stuff, so maybe we'll cut 1 Teachings. Cut 1 Elementalist. Submit like that. Well, we had the Wildfire, but it didn't really help. We would like to be able to play. We're going to mulligan this immediately. We have Blue Blast, Bridge, Impulse. I think this is pretty decent. I'm going to get rid of the Ephemerate. Keep. Get rid of the Ephemerate. We're going to lead on Bridge. Let's see if the tap lands are going to bite us. Maybe our opponent's going to bring in Artifact Hate. They're going to bop us for 1 with the Swift Spear. Turn 1 Swift Spear. We're going to pass. Holding up Blue Blast for a Kiln Fiend. Counter. Okay, we'll pass. Take 1 again. Likely we'll play the Mine. We find a Mole Drifter. I think we just evoke it. Get some card draw. Find Tower and a Swamp. Swamp's not super helpful because we took out our black card. Another Swifty. They have an Ancestral Anger. So basically, we're going to be dead. We need to be able to impulse into a Fog, probably. So are we straight up dead right now? No. So there's a couple of options. Let's play the Tower and then wait on it. We could play the Ardent Elementalist just to get the Blue Blast back. We could Pulsa Marasa, the Mole Drifter, for 6 life to go to 16. They have a Lava Dart in the graveyard, so they're representing putting us to 5 with no other spells, and they have 4 in hand. So let's just yield until it blocks and then see what happens. Okay, tapping for 2. Untapping. Oh, they forgot they weren't in their main phase yet because they had a draw stop on. They're gonna bash in. Okay. We just take 2 here. So do I want to Impulse looking for a Fog? Another Festival Crasher. So I can Pulse a Marasa the Mole Drifter right now. Go to 16. Or I can Impulse looking for a Fog. I think I want to try to find a Fog. But that means that I can't cast the Pulse Marasa later. So I guess I can't really cast anything right now, so let's Impulse. Find the Moments Piece. In the order. Would have liked a lot of those cards. Another Moments Piece. So we will play the Mine and go like this. Just building out our colored sources. We need another one though. We are going to take 4. If they'll allow us to pulse back the Muldrifter, that's totally good. Okay, they have the Flaring Pain and we scoop it up. Bummer. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we have a very slow hand, so I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is slightly better. We're going to put back the Elementalist, I think. The late game card. Lead on the bridge into Wildfire the Bridge for an island, probably. Are they on Tron? Okay. CawGate on white. Bridge. So, we also can use the Wildfire to get rid of Basilisk Gates, but I think it's better for us to ramp here. Tower. Yes. We're going to grab, I guess, Forest. Find an expedition map. So we're going to have Tron coming up here. They play the Modern Age. So this is just CawGate. Maybe we'll be good against CawGate. We don't have any board wipes though, so we're going to have to get to the point where we just lock them out and find a Tangle. Map into the last Tron land. Pass the turn. Let's see if our opponent's going to leave up Counterspell. Looks like they're on Jeskai, because they have Cliffgate here. Red, blue. Mostly CawGate. Jeskai, mostly Caw. They're getting in, so this indicates that they have the Counterspell. I think I'm going to develop my blue mana then, and try to Elementalist to get back the Wildfire. So there's the Counterspell that I expected. Old white border Counterspell, okay. They play Vector. The Vector Glider comes out. They've got the Hawk. No Basilisk Gate yet. Another Hawk. So they'll probably play another Hawk here. Let's see. Yes, they play a Modern Age. So now we're able to resolve our Muldrifter. Not sure which one was the most value for us, Muldrifter or the Wildfire. Probably the Muldrifter for blocking. Find a Wildfire anyway. Okay. Blue, cast our Drifty. I think I'm going to pass. So now we have... Okay, they're going to draw and discard. I think, what card do we want to... Probably want to grab an island off the Wildfire. Seems like it's maybe better versus this mid-range type strategy with this Wildfires here. They play Dawnbringer Cleric. So I guess they're going to get rid of the Ardent Elementalist. The Wildfire. That's a very... I don't think I agree with that. But maybe since they have... they're scared about us eating all their Basilisk Gates. Gets in for 2. Okay. So we're going to Impulse. Find another tower, find the island, but I think I would just take the tower. Pass. Kind of hard there, but the tower mana I think is good. Let's Wildfire. Grab an island. Find a Moment's Peace. Okay. Now we're kind of out of action. We're going to look for a moment to be able to flicker our Muldrifter, I guess. Okay, they have another Vector Glider in play. Get in for 2, so we're not going to try to do anything here. I play Guardian of the Guild Pact. Makes sense. We could... It seems like they're holding Counterspell again, but I don't think I have anything to... Okay. Refractor is quite good. They might Counterspell that. They did not. So now we have all of our colors online. Play another Mine, and just put another Muldrifter into play. Seems like they don't have Counterspell now. Should I just Weather the Storm? Maybe I'll just get my last Wildfire here. Get another Source. Black Source. I wonder if they have another Dawn. I don't really want to expose the Flicker right now because of the Dawnbringer Cleric, so let's just Weather the Storm. Okay, we gained 12. Okay. I think they might have another Cleric or something. Alright, we're just going to block the 2 Hawks. We're at 18. Now I guess we try to Flicker. I did not consider the Smash to Dust. They scooped the Flicker. Darn. Alright. So it looks like maybe a lightning bolt's pretty good. Um, Definitely want the Dinroba Horror in the end. The wildfires are good for taking out their land. They're probably going to bring in something we want to grudge. Maybe I'll just cut a tangle. And one map. Let's try that. I know that they're playing red and blue spells, so maybe I should have done other stuff there. Interesting. I don't know why. I just snap kept it because I had turn 3 Tron, but I realize now that that doesn't really do anything for me. Let's play this bridge. I wonder if they're going to try to bring in Dust to Dust against us. They have the Hawk. Play the bridge out just in case I can find fast swamp. The mine. Pass. Pass again. I don't want to... Alright, they're going to start attacking with their gates. Now that we have the Refractor, Tron seems pretty good. Grab the Tron land for the tower and pass. So they're going to gate again. Okay. We have the Dinroba Horror coming up. Land, Energy Refractor, and we can cast our Muldrifter. Let's discard this bridge. Alright, so we have the Moment's Peace. We can take the 4 here, I think, if they want to attack. And then we can just Dinroba Horror their Squadron Hawk. Oh, it's 5. It's still fine. So they have a Sacred Cat. So develop some Tron mana. We want to hold up the Moment's Peace. We can do that off of just this tower. Let's go for Impulse, I guess. Find the Wildfire. Okay. Take that. And then we're going to Wildfire their Basilisk Gate. So now they're off of the Basilisk. We get to draw land. Draw a card. We draw the Refractor, so just going to hold up Moment's Peace. They probably have a good number of different... okay, they're going to... Dawnbringer Cleric and get rid of my Wildfire, I guess. I was going to say, they probably have a large number of basics, so it's not like we're going to take them off of basics. Okay, so that's all good. Let's try playing an Elementalist to get back the Impulse. See if they have a counterspell. They don't. We're going to play a Refractor. Draw a card. Keep playing out Tron lands. Let's just hold up the Impulse. And we have the Moment's Peace as well. Maybe we can Impulse into a Flicker. Or the Prohibit. 2 mana. So they're going to foretell a Behold. We will cast the Impulse. Looking for some counters, maybe. Another Wildfire, so I guess I take that. Draw a card. So we just have 1 swamp left to get. Could Wildfire ourselves for the swamp and a card. Guess that's alright. Wildfire us. So it's working out kind of decently. So now we can cast Elementalist to get back the Wildfire. There's a counterspell. Let's play Muldrifter. I realize that we're tapping out of Fog. Play a Refractor. And then I guess I'm going to swing. We have an Ephemerate now, so we can Ephemerate Dinroba Horror them, which will be pretty brutal. They're going to cast their Behold, looking for probably another Basilisk Gate. They find an island. Plays a Preordain. Yeah. One says this is the real bad match. We find a Flicker. Okay, so play the island. We have red here. Guess we can try taking them off of lands. Let's see if this Dinroba Horror resolves. Pyroblast. Okay. I'm going to attack with the Muldrifter and then go ahead and cast Ephemerate on the Muldrifter. See if they have a counterspell. Okay, so they have counterspell, and that means that we can go blue, Flicker here, and we they scooped it up. So we're just going to flicker to get back the ephemerate to get back the flicker. Then I guess that would be it. Alright, on to round 3. Alright, we would like to play first. Last time I played this player, they were on a wild, exhume list. Alright, this is not very good. I think we just keep we put back the Elementalist here, lead on Silverblood into Expedition map, pass the turn. They're going to be very confused as to what we're doing. Play planes. So we do like to see planes. The map. Bridge. What is happening? So they're on blue-white. They're going to tribe us. We're going to pass then. We have Tangle. Eventually have Unwind. We don't have any way to kill the tribe, though. Obviously, we're going to bring in all of our Pyroblasts post-board. Let's see if they go for it. They play Wedding Invitation. Okay. Gets in. Yep. We're going to grab a mine. Just start from the beginning. We can get our everything online. Pass the turn. If they only have the one blue land, okay, they have 2. So they play a Philology. Alright. They just find a Wedding Invitation. We could unwind that. I don't think that's worth it. We're going to get in. We cast Impulse looking for the power plant or an energy refractor. And a Teachings. Guess we want the Teachings. Draw. Play the tower. I think I'm going to pass. I don't know what I'm going to Teachings for, though. Now, we play another Archaeologist. Okay. Rainstorm, Preordain, Ash Barrens. So they'll probably get the Preordain. Cast the Preordain. So now I think I want to unwind. Counter. Teachings for a Prohibit. So basically, if they go for the Inside Out, we cast the Prohibit. They have the... Okay. Play this. Pass. So we counter the Inside Out, then they counter back with the Circular Logic, then they dump their hand, and then we cast a Tangle. They draw a card here. We really need the power plant. Get in for 1. This is to 16. Okay. Energy Refractor. Gonna cast it like this in case we draw into the power plant. Weather the Storm's pretty good. I feel like we have to get a Muldrifter onto the table. Another Archaeologist. There you go, Brainstorm, Thraben Inspector, and an Island, so they have to get back the Brainstorm if they're going to get anything. They get the Brainstorm back. Going to cast it. So we would have to Weather the Storm up to like 100 to beat their board, because with Whiteout, it's 1, 2, 6. 6 times 4, so a lot of damage. Moment's Peace here. Gonna evoke the Drifter. If we find an untapped land, we're good. If we don't find an untapped land, we're in a bad situation. There's an untapped land, okay. Play the land. Pass the turn. So we have Double Fog, we have Weather the Storm, we have a Prohibit, a Preordain. Weather the Storm's not going to probably beat the Inside Out combo, unfortunately. Preordain again. Cast a Ponder. I guess this is the turn that we Weather the Storm on end step. They choose to shuffle. They're going to go ahead and get in. Yep. With nothing, we just cast Weather. Go to 20 some odd. It still doesn't matter because of the whiteout. Find a Bajuka Bog, so that's actually pretty good. You can bog them. That takes away their Circular Logic. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 3 left. We're going to pass. We can end step Mystical Teachings for a Mystical Teachings. We cast another Wedding Invitation. We're going to get in. So we're going to go for the counter. They can circular logic and it will do nothing. My turn. Red. Play Ardent Elementalist. I'm going to try to get back the Prohibit, I guess. Alright, get back the Prohibit. Play the Bridge. Pass the turn. We have a lot of colored sources and no Tron. We've just been making land draws for 10 turns. Another Wedding Invitation. Okay. Ponder. So now their circular logic is online. Cast an Archaeologist. Let's go ahead and counter that. Because now we can... We're going to get in with the Thraben. Okay. And Refractor. So the question is, do I Ephemerate right now? I think so. Ephemerate, get back Prohibit. They could Circular Logic. We can pay the 3, 1, 2, 3, and still have 4 mana up. Okay. They gave my creature Hexproof. Sure. I don't think that worked the way that they wanted it to work. Alright, we're going to pass. Holding up 3 interaction. Because when it gets Hexproof and it's my creature, it just means it's Hexproof from them. This Hexproof says it can't be targeted by abilities your opponent controls. And even though they were the one to give it Hexproof, it still has Hexproof from them. As opposed to from me. So that was just a mistake, I guess. And we got it. A little punt, I guess. We didn't even have Tron. We're just 4-color wacko. Red Blast. Here to the Unwind. Dispel's good. Don't think we need the Nerova Horror. We have a lot going on. We don't need the Compulsive Research to win. I guess instead of... I'm going to cut one of these and 1 Wildfire. It's a strange situation. Not really sure what to bring in. Did I cut a Fog? I think I cut a Fog. Alright, well, we have a Dispel. Keep. They have no turn 1 Tribe. We're leading on our blue land, because we need that Dispel up. They get an island. We're going to play the Tribe. So we have Blue Blast as well. Pass. They Preordain. I'm going to counter their Preordain. That was a Red Blast, sorry, not a Blue Blast. They play a Thraben. A Thraben. Get in. Find a Drifter. Let's play the Bridge out and pass. Developing our colored sources. Ponder, okay. I think I cut a Tangle. No, I didn't cut any Fogs. Okay. Get in. They have 4 cards in hand. So they can't kill us right now. Going to lead on the Impulse. They're going to discard the Deep Analysis so they can cast it. That makes sense. We're going to Impulse. Find a Moment's Peace, so I'm just going to take that. Put our Mind onto the battlefield and pass. So now we have Moment's Peace plus Dispel. Just really need to develop more mana. We could end step Teachings for a Pyroblast. Sure. I'm happy for them to go for it. So they only have to discard 4 cards here. They're going to Brainstorm first, looking for the whiteout. But now we just can Fog them after they discard a bunch. Brainstorm again, looking for a whiteout. Just looking 1 card deeper. This is going to be a huge blowout. Huge blowout. 1. They discarded Flaring Pain. That doesn't help right now. 2. Moment's Peace. Okay. I'm going to play the Elementalist to get back the Pyro, or the Red Blast. And pass. Wedding Invitation, okay. You get 4 cards in hand. You draw a card. Another island. I'm going to pass the turn. Get in. Okay, we'll take the 1. Not where I want to be, but it's what it is. Alright, we're going to leave up the end step Teachings. Probably Teachings for an Impulse. So we can continue to hold stuff. I play a Thraben. Okay. Continuing to investigate and drawing cards. So 3 mana, 1/2, draw a card. We cast Teachings. I'm going to grab an Impulse. Oh, I did cut an Impulse, that's what it was. Draw. Mine, and pass. We need more colors. Maybe impulse for a refractor would be okay. A wedding invitation. Try to pyro it. Try to dispel. They're leaning hard on the flaring pain, I guess. But we did not need to use it. Okay. Cancel. I guess that's just going to be 3 damage. They play an Archaeologist. What do they mill? Hydroblast, Dispel, Wilds. Okay, so they have Dispel. And Hydro. We can kill this. 2, 3. Let's slam a Moldrifter. We find the power plant and the refractor. Play the refractor. Now we have a bunch of cards, I guess. We can impulse for looking for a Pyro in response to their Hydroblast. They play another Wedding Invitation. They're going to Ponder. They have the flashback of Flaring Pain for just 1 mana, but they can't cast Dispel, and they'd have to have Whiteout as well right now. They choose to not shuffle, which is scary. Cast a Brainstorm. Weird. So we know that they have... What did they... Mills Hydroblast. So they have this spell in hand. Let's Impulse. Another Elementalist. So now we can do a Flicker Lock, I guess. So if they have exactly... No. I don't think they can kill us right now, unless they have Whiteout in hand. I should not have Impulse, because now we can't... Now if they have Inside Out, we lose. Right? We might lose. They don't have Inside Out. Okay. So we're going to go Elementalist, get back the Teachings. I'm just going to Hydroblast. This doesn't really matter. Counter. So I will just get back the counter spell, I guess, and play a Bridge and pass. I would like to Teachings to get Flicker, or I can Teachings for Teachings, and then Teachings for Flicker, and then start flickering for Teachings, and then filling up my hand. So that seems like a good play. They just have an Ash variance. Play the Island, 2 cards in hand. We know they have the Flaring Pain in the graveyard. 1, 2. So can I cast the Teachings and have a counterspell? Looks like yes. Teachings? Grab a Teachings. Oh, I think I might have... Sure. Counter? Double Dispel is fine. So now they're leaning on the Flaring Pain and a top deck. Cast Moldrifter. Cast another Moldrifter. Looking for some counters. We have a Wildfire. We can actually Wildfire their mountain, I think. Let's see. Leaving up mana to cast the Energy Refractor. This will take them off of red source. Hopefully. Haha, got him! Now you cannot deal with the Moment's Peace. Another Wildfire. We can maybe start taking them off of their white sources too, but that doesn't really matter. There's a Bridge. Okay, send. Hiya. Okay, preordain. So the only thing that they could do to get past us right now would be to cast Deep Analysis, because then they could have a Dispel. So we're just going to preemptively cast Moment's Peace from the graveyard. That was a good hit for them. Preordain. I think we Wildfire our own land here. Deep Analysis again to go to 12. So they're on a 2-turn clock now. They don't have any red sources. Okay, send. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, they took it, and we're going to Wildfire our Bridge. And, yes, Gravity Island. We need to draw a card. Another Wildfire. Okay, let's Wildfire our Bridge again. Yes. And grab the Forest. Draw an Ephemerate. So now we just have the nuts. White, go ahead and Ephemerate here. Get back Prohibit. And pass the turn. Our opponent's going to end step shuffle with the Evolving Wilds. They grab an island. They might be out of lands. We could just start trying to strip mine them out and make sure they have nothing. But I don't think that's a great play. They're at 6, so we have lethal in the air. They play an archaeologist. Do I care about that? No. Ponder, Thraben Inspector, whiteout. So they finally found their whiteout. Grab a Ponder and they cast it. At this point, if we had had the compulsive research in the deck still, we could have compulsed them to death, I think. We play a Preordain. Not Ponder, Preordain. And they've scooped it up. We Tron them. Let's go to round 4. Round 4 versus Paladin. They used to play a lot of FAMs. So I'm going to keep this. It's a kind of sketchy hand. We're going to play mine. We have the turn 3 Tron. No colored source. Play map and go. Let's see what they're up to. It looks like CawGate, so they're playing CawGates. Red. I'm going to pass the turn. Because I don't have a colored source, I'm just going to fetch for a blue and evoke the Mulldrifter. They're just going to concede the game. Okay. Alright then. Take out this for a red blast. Take out a Tangle. Maybe one Compulsive for another. Maybe a Lightning Bolt. Maybe get rid of the Din Robohor. The Din Robohor is pretty important. This. Another red blast. A map. Just a bunch of red blasts. Let's see if that's good. Okay, they didn't even see what we were doing other than we had turn 3 Tron. They might just think that I'm on the Eggstron list and like bring in a bunch of artifact hate. Alright, we have turn 3 Tron again. We have Wildfire. Gonna keep. Put back one map. I'm gonna lead on the mine. Into map. They have a Sacred Cat. They seem to be on a Gates deck. Lots of red. I guess we just go for the Tron land. Grab the tower. So in 2 turns we can cast a Mulldrifter. They have a Relic. I'm gonna Relic this. I probably should have brought in the Grudges. So mistakes were made. I have to play around a Relic now, which is annoying. Pass the turn. We're going to pass again. They have a Preordain. And they go top bottom, play a Plains, play a Thraben Inspector, so they're going to hold up a Counterspell maybe. Don't really have anything I can do. I wish I had a like a Grotto or something in this list, so I could have 5 colors. But right now we have 0 colors, just mana. Attempt to cast a Mulldrifter. So we run into a Counterspell, we're pretty dead now. The only thing that can save us at this point is an Energy Refractor off the top, or maybe like a red bridge. They get in for 2. We take it. We go to 16. They crack the clue. What do we draw? They play a cat. I think we're just dead, unfortunately, to these 1/1s. Yeah, we're just gonna. I mean, we're not dead, so we can pass. But I don't feel good about this. Just did not have the colors. Cleansing Wildfire pretty bad in this spot. Would have been much better as an Energy Refractor or the 3-drop artifact. There's a Refractor. So will this resolve? It does. That's very good for me. Play tower. And I guess I can start wildfiring their gates. Red. Wildfire your gate. They're going to ephemerate their Raven Inspector, so I have no idea what's happening. Counterspell, ephemerate, cracks the clue, taps it for a blue mana, grab a Plains. We have a Slagwood Bridge, so now I think I'm going to pass. We have Red Blast in hand for another Counterspell. I just want to be able to get something into the graveyard to try to force the Relic crack. And they're hitting the Thraben Inspector with the Ephemerate so they can draw another card. They crack a clue, play a Heap Gate. It's going to get them some mana. 2 Smash to Dust. Well, that stinks. Alright. Bummer. Digging in for 2 again. Our Energy Refractor is gone. They have a second Relic. They're just going to continue to attack us with 1/1s and relic us until we are dead. We play this Slagwood Bridge and pass. looking to just hit the bridge with a Wildfire to get Forest. They get in for 3. Plays a Sacred Cat. So I have 4 power. Wildfire this. If we find the Din Robohorror on the top, would be pretty good. Grab that Forest. Impulse. Energy Refractor would be good. Another Wildfire. Guess we take that. That is a cantrip. Play the tower. Pass the turn. So next turn we can Elementalist, but that doesn't do anything. Interesting that they decided to use the so they decided to use the Ephemerate there, which turns off their clock, but maybe they're trying to look for a Basilisk Gate. Pass the turn. I don't know if we can beat the relics long term anyway. They smack us. We've been hit. We definitely needed the Ancient Grudge in the deck. They crack a clue to draw a card. We're at 5, so looks like they have another red source. We can pick up the 3-minute Spectre and recast it. We can. Oh no, I thought we had Tangle in hand. We don't. Another bridge. So let's Wildfire your Heap Gate. Draw a card. I'm just gonna scoop. Pretty unfortunate turn of events there. Okay, we want the Breath Weapon to wipe their board. Don't really need the Lightning Bolt, I guess. Gorilla Shaman actually is pretty good for killing their relics. Can't Teachings for it, but it can kill their relics. Kill all of them at once. Maybe we want to cut down on some Red Blasts, and then maybe bring in the Compulsive again. Maybe the Unwind is good. Wildfires are kind of annoying. Bajukabog, not really needed. Go up on Expedition maps. What can I cut? Maybe the Moments Piece are not really needed. Bring in the Lightning Bolt. Just plan on like playing a removal game. Still forgot to bring. Oh no, I have the Gorilla Shaman. That should be fine. Gorilla Shaman can eat more than 1 relic. Yeah, we want to play first. We have the turn 2 Wildfire, so I'm going to keep that. Now all of our colors will be online. They play a CawGate, so cannot interact with this turn 2 Wildfire. We are going to grab a Forest. That's our last basic in the deck. Find another bridge. Alright, they play a Cliffgate on blue, so they have Pyroblast potentially. Find a Refractor. Play that out. Find an Expedition map, so play the Expedition map as well. Play the tower. Pass the turn. Next turn we have Drifter, potentially Drifter Ephemerate 5. No, not enough mana for Drifter Ephemerate. We can cast the Drifter though. Looks like they're gonna leave up a counterspell. Okay, so map for mine. Play the mine. Go ahead and play another Refractor. Let's see if they leave in their Smash to Dusts just for the 1 Refractor. Pass the turn. We have Drifter Ephemerate, but can't cast it because they have Counterspell up. And they're clearly holding it because they're not gating up their creature and not playing any cards. Play another gate. Okay. Get in for 5. Wildfire would be good off the top. We have Weather the Storm. We're going to attempt to evoke this Drifter. It's pretty bad. We didn't really have any other options though. This is kind of one of the bummer parts about Tron is like if you flood out, you're pretty dead. They're gonna hit us for 6. Next turn it will be lethal, I believe. Alright, play the Slagwood and pass. 2, 3, 1, 2. So they have an untapped land, we're dead. And we're dead. Okay, round 5. Alright, we are in round 5. We have turn 2 Wildfire. We got some Tron. Jukabog's not very good. We have the Impulse. Just so many lands, but I think I'm going to keep this because now we basically can do anything we need afterwards. Looks like they are on the burn deck, so we'll see how this fares against it. Play the bridge, pass the turn. Then we'll go for tower, and then Wildfire grabbing the, it looks like just regular burn? Interesting. I think we tower, and then Wildfire grabbing the Forest. Maybe the island, though. We can play the Slagwood Bridge for the green source. Alright, this will change things a little bit. So we're wildfiring here. Grab the green source from the expedition map. They get in for 1. Goes to 12 or 11. We almost have Tron online. Dwarven Forge Chanter. So Tron's coming next turn. So we can either wildfire for another land and then hope that we hit a fog, or we can try to impulse for a fog, or I think I'm going to do that. Hold on. Chain lightning. Alright. I think we're just too slow here. No. This is 3 damage. Chain lightning again. No. So that's 4 damage. Okay, so we're going to impulse. Weather or... so none of this is good. The impulse maybe. And we take it. Go to 1. Can play power plant. Cast an impulse. Find the weather of the storm. Any order here. We're going to play the expedition map. Crack the expedition map. Grabbing... yes. An island? I kind of want the island. I don't know, just get rid of a random... Get rid of a tower, I guess. We can wildfire... Oh, I'll grab the island. And then we're going to cast the Weather of the Storm. Pass. We're at 10. They have 2 cards in hand. They discard a Searing Blaze. Play an Epicure. So I guess what I want to do is evoke the Muldrifter. They could have another... No, they have no Searing Blaze in hand. We're going to go to 3. But if I evoke the Muldrifter and I hit a Pulse, that'd be good. Or they could just not have anything. Cast the Muldrifter. Ardent Elementalist for the Weather Storm. Cast Elementalist. Grab the Weather. Hope that they don't hit anything in the top 2 draws. Kind of a hard ask. But we have double blockers, so if they just have a creature, then we're good. They discard a mountain. What's your next draw? They could kill us with a Searing Blaze or any burn spell. We're going to go block here and block here. We go to 2. I assume they don't have a burn spell, because they would have cast something. Alright, we'll go Refractor. Draw a card. Find a tower. We can wildfire our bridge. Draw a card. Yes. Go grab our last basic. We can evoke the Muldrifter. Then we have enough to ephemerate it and cast Weather the Storm. White. Ephemerate the Muldrifter. Somehow we're just hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Wow. And now we can just cast a Refractor and Weather the Storm. So that should be it, unless they're sandbagging like crazy. Alright, we're going to take game 1. I don't think regular Burn's going to be able to recover from that. I'm not going to plan on blocking the Forge Chanter. I'm just going to block the Epicure. That'll keep my Muldrifter alive to get ephemerated. Then I can Elementalist for the Ephemerate. And we win. So, we don't need the Fogs. We bring in the Weather the Storm. I don't think we want the Fangren Marauder. We want all the Blue Blasts. We can cut the more expensive counters. We can cut the Dinroba Horror, so we can bring back in a counterspell. Potentially want the Lightning Bolt. Maybe the Lightning Bolt's not necessary. Let's go like that. Maybe the Bojuka Bog can be cut. Cut the Bojuka Bog on the draw for a bolt. It's weird. We have land for map, map for a blue source. Then we can go Hydroblast Weatherstorm. We also have Pulse Marasa. They lead on Lava Spike. Okay, we're at 17. So it's very important that they don't shatter this expedition map. That'll basically screw us. Okay, they don't have it. They go for Chain Lightning Needle Drop. We're going to lead on playing this forest and then passing. We can hold up Weather the Storm in case they have a huge chain and threaten lethal. And if they don't, we just go ahead and grab our island. We do the thing. We'll probably just respond with the blue blast into... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Grab our island. Oh well. They had the Molten Rain. You kind of expect it. It's weird to play Molten Rain in a deck that's not looking to go over 2 lands, but, you know, it's fine. It's much better for them to Molten Rain us than to play like a Thermo Alchemist. Okay, looks like they have nothing. We're going to risk dying here. Play Impulse looking for a land. So we're dead to Bolt, 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 Fire Blast. They didn't have it. Grab the Mine. Any order. Play the Mine. Now I'm just going to kind of chill. Anytime they play a spell, I'm going to respond with a Blue Blast, and then I will go for the Weather the Storm. Okay, we're just going to discard... Oh, I could have Pulse Marausa there. That was a mistake. Discard the Mystical Teachings. I didn't realize that I had the Pulse Marausa, and based on that, I should have not gotten the Mine. I should have gotten a different land, because I could pulse the Mine back. Totally forgot about that. So here we just Weather the Storm, gain 9. So we're at 17. Now we have land. We can go ahead and pulse back a land. So now we're at 23. That should seal the deal, especially with the Blue Blast in hand. We're passing the turn. Opponent plays a land and passes. So we're just going to play a land. Slam the Refractor. That works out for us. We find another Teachings. We could like Teachings. I don't know what we teach for. Smash. Blue Blast that. They have another Smash. Okay, Weather Storm. I think I win. Let's find out. We're at 35. Can you deal me 35 damage? Or are you going to scoop? They play Tormod's Crypt. So their plan is to somehow mill us out? Don't think that's going to work out, man. Let's just play the tower, and then on their turn we'll cast Mystical Teachings to grab a, what's its face? Blue Blast? Another Crypt? Okay. So we did remove the, we removed our Dinarova Horror. We're going to Teachings here for a Blue Blast. Don't really have that much else to do. Cast Mulldrifter. They could have a Pyro, and they don't. Alright, and now we have Tron mana. Not really anything to do with it yet. So we need a red source now. We're just going to pass. 4 mana. I don't know what's happening for 4 mana. Fire Blast. Needle Drop. Okay. They specifically wanted... They didn't have to tap all their lands to do that. They have 1 card left. I guess they just had a bunch of lands in hand. They needed to Fire Blast so that they could draw a card. So this is why this specific burn deck is way worse than the Caldotha one. Just they don't have the card draw. Play Slagwood Bridge. Alright, we're going to send. So on their end step we can Teachings again, and then we can double Teachings actually. Not sure what we want to get, but we can definitely do that. And they scooped it up. Okay. So that went okay. I would say this is probably a little bit worse than regular Tron, just because you're relying on the Cleansing Wildfire. You don't have as much color sources. The Expedition maps were kind of weird with the tap lands here. We didn't have a mountain to get the Elementalists. I don't know. It was all very strange. It was kind of an entertaining idea though, and the Wildfire did work out once against some Kaw people. And hope you enjoyed. Very weird. We'll see you in the next video.